All right, so I should be live, but let me just verify that this thing is showing because there's times where I go on and it's being shown private. So let me just verify that I'm not private on my page. Hi, everyone. If you're coming on, thank you so much for joining us. I have a special guest for you guys. You have always been reaching out to me and asking me so many questions. Well, today I bring the master, and I'm verifying that you guys are on my page right now. I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Just bear with me. I'm looking to make sure it's showing live on my page. Yes, it's showing up live. If you're joining me, I have a special guest by the name of Karen. You see her name display on the screen, and we're going to give a few seconds. I see people have joined in. I noticed there's one of my posts that's showing up as private, so let me try to fix that. Okay, public. Yeah, that happened every time. All right, so now people on my page should be able to see it. How are you guys?
Hello.
Say hi to now. Go
Hi.
ahead, Karen.
Hi,
Okay, I
everybody.
hope you guys can hear us. So let us know if you could hear us, okay? Just go ahead and comment because I know that you have a lot of questions. It is now public. Awesome, I could see it. And you are currently on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different streaming media. So some comments we may not. I'm going to put her, by the way, her email address, because after talking to her, you're going to find out that you might want to reach out to her. So I just posted her email address for you guys to reach out to her. It's Karen.Demen, okay, at aspu.com. And it's right there under comments where you all could see it. If you are on YouTube, you will see the email address. If you're on Facebook, if you're on my Facebook groups, if you're on some of my pages, you'll be able to contact Karen. Karen is from Aspen University, and I have referred many of you to go to that lovely school because I went there. I did 2 of my degrees. I did my master's in nursing education at Aspen University, and I also did my doctorate in nursing at Aspen University. And I have researched many schools before I decided to attend Aspen University, and you hear me talk about it a lot because so many of you out there are working full-time and not being able to juggle a full-time job and go to school. And for me, I did it. I was able to went and get my degree, and now I'm a doctor. And also, I did not walk away with taking a student loan at Aspen. You don't have to, and that's the plus. They got programs that you could pay monthly at low costs. You could work at fast food and afford to go to school. And this is an accredited university, by the way, because they are for nursing is CCNE, I believe, accreditation, and also they have depends on which program you're doing. They are accredited, and it's fully online except when you're doing clinicals. And by the way, it's not just Aspen University, because some of you may say that, oh, you want to be a nurse practitioner, but Aspen University do not offer nurse practitioner. They offer DNP, like the doctor and the masters, and I believe bachelors as well. However, their sister school, United States University, have the nurse practitioner. They have different programs at United States University, and they have the similar payment plans at that school as well. I know when you open up their website and you look at how cheap, and it's, I should say inexpensive, because I don't like the word cheap, but because sometimes when you hear cheap, they think you get what you pay for. Oh no, trust me, a lot of what I know I learned from going to Aspen University. And you have to be somebody who's self-driven to get through the program, because if you're just one of those people who is not going to be um, your own boss to get through, then you may not be able to complete the program. You have to be disciplined. And I did it. And you know, I do a lot of things, and yet I still was able to complete a master's in nursing education at Aspen, and also a doctorate in nursing at Aspen University. And I've sent many students to Aspen University and United States University. Well, it's a lot that I just said. And I have today because, like I tell you, God, I've been placing so many influential people in my life without me even trying to find them. And Karen Yates, she came to me today, and I said, I've been looking for you. That's what I said to her. I said, I've been looking for you. I'd never heard of this lady, but today I had a long conversation with her. You know, I could talk a lot. And we were on the phone for a while discussing you guys, because you know I'm an advocate. So I'm always looking for opportunity to be a blessing to you. And today I realized that she is a person that can be a good resource for all of you who have been trying to get into like a nursing program, like a nurse practitioner program, or even if it's the brand new associate degree program. And some people may say, oh, it's only online. They don't have that is not true. Right now in Tampa, Florida, I'm not even sure if it's started yet, but it was supposed to start last fall, but you know, COVID kind of slowed things down. But they have a campus coming in Tampa, and also they have like 5 other ground in-person schools getting ready to be open all across America. So do not make excuses about, oh, I can't do this, or this is whatever, and oh, it's only this accreditation, it's not original. Come on, get over that. Get in where you can. Get in where you can. If you can afford to go to Aspen, you need to get in and start doing it. So Karen Yates, come to you well knowledgeable. This lady been working at Aspen University for some time, and she knows the ins and the out, and she know how to help you guys to get in quickly. So Karen, could you introduce yourself and tell the viewers? We have a few people on. Some of them, I see somebody even put a comment here, said that they've been receiving emails from United States University. By the way, guys, I may not be able to see your name. You see how it's showing on the screen right now? I may not be able to see your name because it's StreamYard, and you have to give it permission to show your name, okay? But your comment just popped up on the screen, and they've been getting emails from United States. Well, it's the legitimate school, by the way.
Yes.
So you hear it from me, go on in, do it. But it's nicer when you go through Karen, because then you don't have to get all those robocalls. You know, when you log in and you get those fake people, when you have to talk to those bots, I cannot stand it. I like my answer right then. I don't want anybody to have to email me.
Right.
Oh, now you have Karen. Go ahead, Karen, introduce yourself to them, and you can go ahead and talk.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am coming to you live from Houston, Texas. I am in Houston, Texas, and I work for Aspen University and our sister school, United States University. I'm the manager of student recruitment here, and my job is to get students like yourself who might be interested in coming back to school, who are interested in continuing on in education, who already has some type of degree. We're here to help you to succeed in that area of your life. We're here to help you succeed in that area of your life. So what we do at Aspen and USU, we have nursing school, we have a school of health sciences, we have a school of education, and we have a school of business and technology. So we have something for everyone. But the wonderful thing about Aspen and USU is it's our payment plan and our low cost of tuition. And the fact that we have 26 start dates a year. 26
Woo!
start dates a year that you can go to school with us. So you have no excuses as to, oh my gosh, school is only in August or school is only in January. No, you can start. We have 26 different times for you to go to school. That works out to actually every 2 weeks. So if you meet us today, 2 weeks from now, we can put you into class and get you started. Your classes, of course, run for 8 weeks long, but you can get into the start every 2 weeks. So now for those of you who are in nursing, we go all the way from the associate degree, like Dr. Palm mentioned. We just added our brick and mortar campuses. So we have one in Austin, Texas, pretty close to me here. We have one in Tampa, Florida. We have another one open up in Jacksonville, Florida. We have one that has been going on for a very long time in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. And we also have a new one coming on board sometime later this year in Tennessee. I believe it's going to be Nashville. So we are trying to open up ground campuses where this is for the pre-licensure folks. Those of you who are coming out of high school or who have, or not necessarily coming out of high school, just decided, you know what, I want to become a nurse. So I want to go and get my bachelor's degree in nursing, but I literally have to go through the entire program. We will take whatever courses that you've already completed from a community college or from a diploma program, and you could transfer those in. We have a very liberal transfer policy. We work with tons of hospitals around the country where we give an additional discounted tuition discount if your hospital partners with us. So if you want your hospital to partner with us, you reach out to me, you tell me where you work, and we will go ahead and create a partnership agreement, because I'm also responsible for creating partnerships. I have partnerships with nursing associations. I have partnerships with community colleges. I have partnerships with corporations like your brick and mortar hospitals. So just reach out to me and let me know where you're associated, and we will go ahead and get you. That's a 10% discount off of our already low prices. If you go to aspen.edu and look up nursing courses, you'll see all of them listed there, and you'll see the prices. And let me tell you, we are very, very transparent. What you see on the website is exactly what you will pay. There's no cost, correct?
And she's telling the truth, guys, because I don't come on and just say things to just big your head up. I'm always trying to encourage you to be the best at anything that you're doing. And the payment plan is right there on their website. Like, it tells you everything on the website. I do not like going to a school website and they want you to fill out this and fill out that before you could find out information. And Aspen actually have it on the website. And what she was saying about having partnership, like with me and my organizations, and I do a lot, I also give 10% discount. So whenever you are a nurse that's part of the nonprofit Escape for Nurses, or my medical office, which is Legacy Advanced Health, or my staff in Legacy Advanced Health, you qualify to receive that 10% tuition discount. And yes, you really get 10% discount. Every time you sign up for one of your classes, you have to just sign off on the payment plan. And there were times where I'm going through the program, and let's say something happened and I didn't get to pay my payment that month. They did not kick me out of class. Yep. They work with you, and they don't put interest rates on the thing. It's just exactly, if you got $1,000, is whatever your monthly payment is, that's all you pay. It don't go up. And I finished my doctorate and I only have, I think, few thousand remaining. Little, I'm talking little. And because you just pay small monthly fee, they still continue to take your monthly payment, and they did not put any additional costs. And I got my diploma in the mail.
Yes.
So that's a plus, because when you go to some school, they're not giving you a transcript, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. If you can't pay off your balance, that is not Aspen. They are for learning, they're for you working adults to get higher education. She is being real. I am being real. And, when it comes to accreditation, they are accredited. Now, the type of accreditation, sometimes they say, oh, it's a national versus a regional.
We have the Ccna accreditation for all of our nursing programs, which is the programming accreditation, which all the hospitals around the country would like you to have. Some ask for the National League of Nursing, some ask for the Ccna. We have the Ccna. So you don't have to worry about anything. Your hospital or your place of employment will accept this degree because we've been approved by the Board of Nursing, we've been approved by the Higher Learning Commission, and also by your hospitals that says that they want to have people to have a Ccna. And that's what we have. So all of our nursing programs for both of our schools are Ccna approved, accredited. The other thing I wanted to mention is when the monthly payment plan, or the MPP as we like to call it, it's not credit-based. It is strictly, if you're coming for a bachelor's degree, the payment starts at $250 a month. We give you 43 months to complete a degree that you could complete in 12 months. We will confer your degree like Dr. Pam said. We will give you your transcripts. We will give you your diploma. You can go start working at the BSN level, getting paid as a BSN, and continue making the $250 a month payment for the rest of the time you have. So that means in 43 months, you finish in 12, you still have another 30 something months. We'll let you keep making your payments. So that's the beauty about working with Aspen University. We want you to come out to school. Our belief is that you should not come out to school and have this huge debt and trying to start your life. It's hard to start a life with a huge debt for education, which you need to get you to start your life. So it defeats the point. So we want to make sure that you can go to school, get what you need, and then continue making your payments and start working your job. So it's a win-win for everyone, and everybody likes it.
Yes. And do you know how much I pay monthly for my DNP, my doctorate? I paid $375 per month.
And that's for everybody. There's nothing special. We have it on the website. If you go for a DNP, you pay $375. If you go for a master's, you pay $325. If you go for a bachelor's, it is $250. So we just broke it up based on the degree that you want, and it's affordable. Nurses can work a shift and work some overtime, PRN, and pay that $325. So, we make it affordable for you to do that.
Somebody's asking, where is Aspen University located?
We started off in Denver, Colorado, but we're not an actual brick and mortar location. So we started off as another school years ago, way before I was born. And then we changed it several times. And it's on the website, actually. I should pull it up. But we've changed the name several times, and then we got to where we are, Aspen University. But it's an online university. Just like, University of Phoenix has campuses all over, but it's originally an online university. That's where we are. So you can go to school from wherever you are in the world. That's a good thing. It's no limitations on when you go to school or how you go to school. It's all to suit you. And we're very student focused. I'm sure you would know that in your master's, in your degree with us, Dr. Pamela, you most likely had your faculty member that you could have related to, you could have speak to. You had somebody from academics, somebody from the finance side. They were always available to help you. We have a special library for nursing students to get all the research things that they need. And our librarian, she is the most wonderful person available. If you ask her to help you with your research, she will help you find your research. So it's wonderful, the type of support that you get.
I want to share the student side of it. When I went there for my master's, I went through a transition phase where they were changing over different online platforms. I think I went through probably about 3 different platforms because they had to try different ones to make sure that it was good for the students.
Right.
So I'm coming from a long way with Aspen, and that's why you hear me talk so much about it. One of the things that I like the most is because when we started the master's, I think we used to go to school every 10 weeks, we had a class. And then it switched to every 8 weeks right now. And it's self-paced, but you still got to post when they tell you to post. And especially because that's a rule through
the higher learning
federal stuff, the
Board
education.
Board of Education.
Yes, so you have to still post, or it's as if you're not in the class.
Right.
So, and you have teachers there, and some of the teachers, like any other school, is easier than some. Some of them, I get in the class and I'm ready to pull out the class and go back another 2 weeks because I'm like, I'm not taking this person that dragged me crazy last semester. But, and you know, I'm going to tell you the truth, but then there's so many of them that was more nurturing. Like my master's dean was Dr. Beeman, and she ended up being DNP. So she was somebody that was very instrumental in my life, because when I started, as many of you who reached out to me said, you sucked at writing papers. That's me, right? But I wrote 120 something page for my doctorate over a year. It's not like you got to write 120 something page in 1 year. I mean, in 10 weeks, it's built on. So after your first year of doing your classes, the regular classes, the core ones, then you go into the project classes. You assign to one particular teacher. So now that teacher become your mentor in every way, meaning y'all got to, you call them, talk to them, cry, tell them however you're going through. And that teacher will be there for you, because that's our duty to make sure that you're able to be successful. And in every class, it's like 6 classes, I think it is, over a year of project, whatever your topic is that you're going to do your research. And within that time, every time you did go through one class, you're responsible to do one section of your paper, and then you move on. They have to clear you, and then you move on to the next one. Sometimes you have to stay out of class between classes to make sure you complete the first part of your class. I'm just telling you exactly. You can't jump from, let's say, class 1 and jump to class 2, but you didn't even complete your assignment in class 1. So even though you complete and you finish off, there was requirements that you have to make.
Yes.
And if you don't make it, guess what? You better sit home, and you're not even in a class and you're working. And then you move on to the next. But your project teacher is there with you the whole time. So I recommend it. And a lot of you can you can comment. You have reached out to me and you actually ask me questions. Do I recommend this school, and do I recommend that school? And I give you my best advice. If I never been to the school, I'm going to tell you straight up, I never been to the school, or I've heard nasty story about certain things, but this is Aspen. This is where I went. This is the good. This is the bad. This is everything. I'll be very clear with you, and then you decide if you want to do it. I like the fact that you could start school every 2 weeks. That's the plus of Aspen University. You can, let's say you decide you want to go to school tonight. You have this lady, Karen, sitting here right now. If you decide tonight, sound like I'm doing an altar call. I'm not in church, but it's true. If you decide tonight that you want to get back to school, you have your RN, associate. You want to get your bachelor's because you're trying to get to a nurse practitioner or a doctorate in nursing. You can literally inbox this lady. I put her email address there. And when you email her and you submit the documents that she's requesting from you, which is simple stuff, by the way, things that everybody going to ask you for your transcript, because they need to know you got your associate degree.
And your license.
And your license, right? And just simple application stuff, standard process, right? Do you know in 2 weeks you can jump into your bachelor's and take, and in 10 weeks late, I mean, not 10 weeks, 8 weeks later, you could already gone through your first class. And next year, this time, you got your bachelor's.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be the same one inboxing me and say, oh my God, thank you that I listened. This year, I want to share something with you. This year, I have nurses tell me they make so much money.
Mm-hmm.
There was so much money to be made this year for nurses. It's so funny that the year that they made nurses, the year of the nurse and midwife, midwifery, is the year COVID came.
Right.
Like literally. And nurses, everybody know nurses this last year. Everybody who never know what a nurse was know who a nurse is, because nurses was everywhere.
Frontline. They were frontline. We really appreciate nurses for that. They were right there. They took the brunt of everything. We're still trying to appreciate the nurses as much as we can. We're coming up on Nurses Week next month and Hospital Week. So we, reach out to me, for anything that you might want to talk to about us being able to support and honor you during that time. Because I try to do special things for my nurses around that time.
Oh, wow. And guys, another thing, somebody asking about, do you accept business degree towards, let's put it on the screen.
Okay.
There it goes. Do you accept business degree towards your master's?
For a master's in nursing or a master's in business? If you're an RN and you want to become, and you have a bachelor's in business.
If they have let's say, accept business. Oh, she said for nursing. Okay, you have to have
a nursing
associate degree in nursing, in order to continue the nursing.
Yes.
Because that's where you learn the most of what you need to know in nursing. Once you get over an associate, the associate level is teaching you a lot of clinical. So it's going to teach you how to care for a patient. It's going to teach you all the medications and all of these things that you need to do. But then to be in leadership, you need to get your bachelor's, because that's where it's begin. Well, you always teaching as an associate degree, but once you get the bachelor's degree, it's more like you can work in leadership. But if you want to get into education, or even becoming a CEO or something of some corporations, you want to have master's degree and up.
Right.
But if you have a master's in another degree like business, you can go to like a bachelor's in business. You can get a master's in business at Aspen.
Yes,
because I know they have business.
We have a master's in business administration.
Yes. So you need to log on the website, because the website is very user friendly.
Yes.
You go on some website, it's like you're lost. You can
figure out how to get around. No, easy to get around.
Yeah, that website is it's so easy to get through, guys. But I tell you this much, you want to reach out to this lady, because this lady is going to be the person who probably will say, where do you work? You could get 10% discount.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you a part of a certain organization? And she's like, you know what? That's one of the organization. And if you're not, do you know I could reach out to them and get a partnership with them, and you could save 10%. So you want to reach out to Karen. She's tagged into this message, or she will be commenting after on my page and share it on her page as well. And at that time, you could conversate with her after. And if you have comments there, if you have questions, right now, I notice we still got some people on, and I appreciate that. Anything you need to know, and it don't have to be nursing alone. I talk about nurses because 90% of the people on my page is nurses.
Right.
So, but they offer a lot of degrees, IT. Like some information technology stuff.
We have bachelor's in information technology, master's in information technology. We have a doctorate of science in computer science. So you can get a doctorate. You can be a doctor of computer science. We have the doctor of education in leadership and learning. So, we have something for everyone. And the good thing about it is that you decide what you want to do. We have asynchronous, classes available 24/7. You 365 days a year, you log in at your convenience. Of course, assignments are due on certain days. You start school usually on a Tuesday. You will have something due on a Thursday. And then that week of school ends on that Monday, and something will be due Monday. But you have, from Tuesday all the way till Monday to complete your assignment for that week. But you have to post, like show attendance. The posting really means I am in school. It's like when you used to drive to your brick and mortar campus, you had to show up every Tuesday and Tuesday. So by you going into school on Tuesday, logging onto your classroom on Tuesday, and then logging back in on Thursday and posting to one of your colleagues, your peers, that shows that you are in class. You have showed your attendance, you've achieved, and you get a check mark for your attendance. Your professor is taking attendance. Because if you don't show up, they're going to send you an email and be like, hey, where are you? Why aren't you in school? Just like if you went to a brick and mortar, they would call you and be like, why aren't you in class? It's the same thing. So you have to show up those 2 times. But your homework is not due until Monday night, and it's usually due in Phoenix time. So if you're in East schools, you have more time. If you're in, like I'm in Central, something that is due midnight there, I'm still up at 1 o'clock trying to do it. So you can get through your work based on your schedule.
Yeah, like for me, in Eastern, my assignment was due at 2 a.m.
Right.
I still tell myself it's due at midnight because I don't like to be up at 2 a.m.
Right.
But like for the doctorate, I'm not sure if it was like that for the master's because it's been so long. But for the doctorate, everybody's the same schedule.
Everybody's the same schedule. It's due midnight Phoenix time, Pacific time. So which is 2 hours for me. They're 2 hours behind me, and they're 3 hours behind you.
Okay, good. And how I did mine, because they open it up on a Tuesday to tell you what it's due on the whole week. Mm-hmm. So when you log in on a Tuesday, you will see your assignment for the entire week. So every week you have a discussion post and you need to reply to 2 people. Yeah. Some class they'll say you have 2 discussion posts, but they're scheduled different. So I hate the class when I have 2 discussion posts. I know,
because that one is due on Saturday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Saturday or Saturday.
And then the second response on a Monday. But it's not too many classes who are doing that. Thank you, Lord. I hated that. But I told you I'm real. So the good thing is you can tell and prioritize yourself from a Tuesday how you want to do your assignment. And if you're a person who are not strong at writing, like I was, I wouldn't wait until Sunday to start writing my paper.
No.
So I'll break it up over a period of days so that it's due you have it due on Monday. So you have discussion post. Your first post is due on a Thursday. Mm-hmm. So come on, from Tuesday, you can't put in a 250 word, 450 word.
250 words. That's
if you can't do this, you shouldn't even be a nurse. Because it's so simple to write 500 words because you have a question. It's not like they just say just free write. They give you a question. Go look it up.
But usually, Dr. Pamela, the question is something that you can relate to from your job. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to look in your environment, look at your job, look in your areas where you have affiliations and talk about those so that you could because we want you to be able to apply what you're learning right into your work environment. So I would take situations from my job and apply it into my homework. I did that in my bachelor's, I did it in maths. That's what you do. So it's easy for somebody to be able to write. In fact, sometimes you might write more. Some people would write more than 250 words because they got into it, right? And you're like, oh, I got to read 500 words. It's only 250, right? But you read it, and then you could have a good discussion with that person. It wasn't just I agree or I disagree. It was like something substantial. So,
Karen, those are the people we didn't like.
I know, right? Like, what's
you there, right? Doing your discussion post, and you look at the people who post before you, and they put like a book. The thing say, give 250 words. Why do you need to write 700? That sounds like my sister, Maxine. I'm calling you out because we had the same school together at one point. Oh my God, she would post these long things. And I'm like, do you really need to make us look so bad?
I know.
So, and guess what? I still get an A.
There's one in every class. There's one, and then there's some who don't post at all, who post like a couple of lines. You know, you're like, don't you have
And then I'm thinking, I hope that teacher is not giving them an A.
No.
Hey, Anika, my niece is saying hello. We have a question on the screen. Guys, when it just say Facebook users, I can't tell who you are because unless you give StreamYard permission to post, then I don't know. I can't see the name. So if you don't see me saying your name, afterwards we can always log in and we could see who you are. And I know she can see that you are LPN.
Yes.
And you're interested in the RN program. So I know, hey Jackie, I know for a fact she will be reaching out to you guys, or you could reach out to her. But do not delay. The LPN person, you guys make a lot of money this year as well, but you will make twice as much if you were an RN. Yeah. And the funny thing is, it's not much more learning from the LPN to the RN. But like I said, get in where you can, and you did exactly that. And I commended you for that. I really commend you for going for your LPN, but don't stop there. Now it's time to head for the nurse practitioner and the doctorate, okay? And you know I'm going to push you. You know, I believe in that. I do not like people around me that's not doing like me.
Continuing education, continue learning.
Lifelong learner.
Lifelong learning.
You know, yesterday I went to a community state college here just so I could go into the bookstore to see what is new for nursing.
Nice. Very nice.
You ever think about that? I don't have to, but because I mentor people, I have to keep knowing what's new. So I went there to get books, but they had no books because they're not going in person. So I got to go try to order books online. All right. So any questions for Miss Karen? I want to share Aspen screen while we, so you can see Aspen. Let's see. I don't really do sharing in this, but I'm going to do my best. Let's see if this thing works. All right. Can you see the screen, guys? I hope so.
I can.
All right. So we're on Aspen website, and it's just simply aspen.edu. And you can see right here, it tells you right at the top, degrees that fit your budget and schedule. When I say schedule, you can definitely do this schedule and work a full-time job, because that's one of the main questions that I get from students, mainly from Facebook, I should say. The associate degree, $250 a month. The bachelor's, $250 a month. The master's, $325, and the doctorate, $375. Yes, this is what I pay for my degree. And then if you keep going down, you will see there's lots of other things that you could. Oh, who is this person right here?
Sorry about you.
You guys may want to read the little write-up that I got going on here from Aspen University. Oh, this feels good to go on and see my photo right here. Oh, this is so nice. And no, they don't pay me for this.
No.
I'm just letting you know. What happened, how I got selected, just so you know, when you graduating from Aspen, you notice I never got a graduation because of COVID.
Yeah, well, you didn't get to walk. Yeah.
I'm still waiting, because when they plan this year, we're going to get invited. But last year, they sent out an email to all of us, and they said there's a competition where we can write, like, it's not even a bio, like they give you a limit on word count, and we got to write about like why Aspen and all different kind of stuff, right? So I entered because, you know me, I like winning. So I entered the contest, and of course I did not win. What they was going to give you is they're going to fly you to the graduation. I definitely didn't want to pay for no ticket to go to the graduation.
In Denver.
So I was trying to win. After I did not win this contest, this year I got a call from a young lady from a total different department that I have no clue about, which is the Alumni Spotlight. I didn't reach out to them, they found me. But how they found me was they were reading all those letters and they looked for interesting letters. Even though you didn't win, you have a chance of being spotlighted. And I didn't know that.
Wow.
So they actually selected me to be spotlighted. And they did an interview and then they put it into this long write-up, which I thought Lisa, I think her name was, did a beautiful job, because I read it and I was impressed that she remembered all that stuff that I told her. It took like an hour to hear all the stuff that I've done. And I was very happy when I saw how she put it together. But on this program, I'm just going to show you one other thing. When you come here, you could go to your classroom right here. And you could go into your student portal. Under your student portal, this is where you can see your transcript. This is where you could pay your payments and all of these things right here.
Yes.
So these are the two tabs I use a lot.
Right.
Under classroom, you're not going to see me having any classes, but you could see my password is still active. And I do go in from time to time, because if a student comments, I always try to reach out and assist them. Even though I'm not in school, I still try to help them. But this is where you will find, and you notice it said library.
Good.
This web link has so many free resources.
Yes.
When you're writing your papers, you just click up in the library and there's so many things that you can find. Books. They have all the different credible links for you to search articles for your research topic. They're all right here, and you don't have to pay anything else, because sometimes your textbooks alone is just not enough.
Right. No.
So this is where you go. And if you struggle, you could go under the writing center, which I never used, to be honest with you.
They can help you. Actually, they will they will look at your paper and help you with the APA formatting and everything.
Yeah. And under here, we have stuff called like Dnp Lounge. And under the lounge, it has, oh, by the way, the Dnp Lounge is the best. Like, I can't say the MSN has it, but I know Dnp Lounge is where you're going to find all the things you need to know about completing your DNP. Whoever create this, woo, good job. Because I sent another student to Aspen for their PhD, and boy, they were lost when they have to do their doctorate. And I told them some of the guide that we have under this. They were like, man, why did you guys have to get special treatment?
They do treat the nurses very special, I will say.
Yes. So guys, listen, it's all here. You don't need to inbox me anymore. We have Karen to take over on that job. Right, Karen?
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Karen can take over, and Karen can literally, she can get you in 2 weeks. You could be in your bachelor's. In 2 weeks, you could be in your doctorate if you already have a master's. Even if you need to go to United States University, even if you need to go to United States University, Karen can assist you in getting there, because United States University is their sister school, and they are the one that does the nurse practitioner. Yes. And the doctorate one is at Aspen. The master's in nursing is at Aspen. Both of them look similar. It's almost like you can't even tell which school you is. One just red and one look blue. That's it.
That's the difference. And
same price breakdown, everything is the same.
Yes.
Very simple platform. They use, I think, Moodle.
We use D2L, Digital to Learning, D2L.
D2L. Yeah. And it's simple. You have a discussion section. You have a assignment, your paper.
That's it.
That's it. Nobody is in class teaching you daily. Don't expect that. They're not there teaching you, but they give you the questions. They will ask you a question and you say, where the heck did they get this question from? My God. And you get like sick of it because nobody want to read. But you will take that question and you will go under the credible search engine.
Yes, you want to go there to do all your peer-reviewed
The peer-reviewed journals.
You want to get legitimate stuff. You don't want to do Google searches.
No Google.
You want peer-reviewed. You want
credible sources.
Yes, credible.
You just type in what they're asking you, and you do it through that library that I show you.
Yeah.
You go there, you look for whatever it is. When you nurses, they have stuff for nurses, and you click on it, and when you pull it up, it actually gives you credible sources. Yes. I found textbooks under there. Like one time I needed to learn about something in business, because you know me and my business, multiple businesses, and I wanted to find out something. And I went on the Aspen library and I type in what I'm looking for. And next thing you know, I see books come up.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I'm downloading this book.
You can download some free books in there too. Yes, there's some electronic books. I mean, sometimes professors will upload a video of something and you can look at the video. You know, they do like, we call them micro lectures. They will do a small lecture on there. And it's really great.
Yes.
I just got hired as adjunct faculty for USU, so I'll be teaching, doing those same things too. So it's really good.
Oh man, and I like that. You know, I'm thinking of going work for Aspen if they want me.
Why not?
If they want me, I'll gladly do it because trust me, I know this thing inside and out now. And you guys know I'm always trying to help you, your students, anyone. Guys, you know how many of you inbox me? I don't even know who you are.
Jackie, that's hi.
Yeah, Jackie. Jackie always pop in and say hi. A lot of people trying to figure out what school is good because you know you hear the drama out there, and I can't speak for every school, but I had a drama school before I went back for my doctorate. I started this other school, which I'm not going to say the name, and I went into this program for 1 day, well, 1 hour, the first hour, and I went there with 4 other people that I told to come do it with me. And me and another one, we logged in because what this school does, it said, because it's an online program, they will say, oh, we're going to walk you to school on the first day, right? So we thought they have very good sales pitch. So we felt good. We felt wanted. We felt needed. Like, yeah, this school really value us. I went into the school on their online because it said they're walking you to school. I checked in. They said, upload your bio. Not knowing uploading your bio automatically make you get charged. They don't give you any grace period of backing out of the program. So I went in for that 1 hour and realized this is not for me because the stuff they were asking for, I'm like, they must be crazy. This school charged me $900 and something just for being in there for literally about an hour. And they refused to remove it no matter what I said. And they used that bio being uploaded as you were in their school, and it's part of their policy and all of these stuff. I'm sorry, but I cannot recommend people like that because that's like raping people. And so if somebody reach out to me and asks me and then mention that school, because that school has very good marketing and the people, the recruiters, they are so nice. So you're expecting that you're going into something good, but after you're in, you realize, whoa, what is this? You will get charged $960, just so you know. So you want to
we're not going to talk about another school. We're just going to stick to what you experiences here. Tell us about what you did here. Yeah.
And that's why I'm promoting this school, because I signed up for my class, and let's say when I get in my class, I didn't like my professor, because you're going to find some of those. You know, I backed out. I do not get charged. They don't charge me. I went right back into a class. They give you grace period. You're supposed to give grace period. So know what you're getting into. I really appreciate you guys coming on, and let me know if you sign up. Let me know if you reach out to Karen, and let me know if you are moving on to getting your nurse practitioner, or if you're moving on to getting your associate degree or your bachelor's degree. Let me know if you need other things like this. We've been on now for 50 minutes. I'm out of stuff to talk about. I hope I was a blessing to somebody. I saw one girl said, just remember, Karen, you got to go back in for her because she wants to get further. I can't tell who this is right now, but I'm really happy that at least one person is blessed from this. As you know, guys, give us your thumbs up, and let us know if this is something that you want to hear more of. We can always bring her back on so that she could tell everybody about it, because I never knew about Aspen. By the way, because of the low cost, Aspen don't do a lot of advertisement. Because I know until recently you wasn't even hearing about Aspen, because people used to say, "Oh, we hear about them. I just seen this school popping up." No, this school been around before I was born. It's been around so many years.
We don't spend money on those things because we want to put all the savings back to the students. So you would find most of, right here in Houston, nearly every hospital I go to in Houston, there's somebody, more than one person who's an alumni. In fact, they call me now and say that they would like to, connect with us. So somebody says they're wanting a BSN to DNP. BSN to DNP. Unfortunately, we do not have a BSN all the way to the DNP.
But I could tell her something about this that could help her. Maria, listen, your BSN literally will take one year.
Yeah.
And if you are very good at writing, it could go sooner, because you could do 2 classes at a time versus say 1 every 8 weeks. Like me, I did 1 every 8 weeks. But what they do after you start the first class, 2 weeks later, they will open it up for you to take another class. So you could literally be doing 2 classes if you are strong at writing. I am not going to do that to myself, because I am not one of those people who love to write. So if you are, I would say jump in, do your BSN, and then you can move on from there, because the programs are pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, she could do the RN to MSN and then go into and that would take her, that's 57 credits. I think you can
already have an RN.
She already has a BSN.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, I would just do the masters can be done in 1 year.
The masters, jump into your masters. If you're not going to do your nurse practitioner, if you're just going to go to the DNP, then you could do any of those nursing masters in nursing that they have. They have more than one. But if you're going to do your nurse practitioner, do the masters in nursing education. So I'll repeat myself. If you're planning to do a nurse practitioner, you want to pick the class that say masters in nursing education. The reason for that is there is your pathophysiology, your health assessment, and your pharmacology. Well, no, not pharm, but your health assessment and your patho is being offered in that master's in nursing education, and it can be transferred over. But if you take one of the other masters in nursing, some of those classes is not included.
I see.
All right. So I'm just giving you a little bit of plus. That's why you need to join some of these chat, because they can really help you. So Maria wanted to know, where can she go? Maria, Karen right here.
And that EDU, ASPE.
No, I thought you want them to reach out to you.
No, reach out to me, actually. Reach out to me, karen.demon@aspu.com. I think you put my contact information.
I did. Let me see if I could copy and paste it at the bottom here. Okay, I could show it.
To me, Maria. There we go. And reach out to me by email, and I will reach out to you right away.
Yes. So just email Karen. And when you email Karen, make sure you said you saw it on Dr. Manning
Yes.
Live. Because you know what Karen is going to do for you? She's going to check to see if you're part of an organization that will give you 10% discount.
Yes.
And also, if you're not part of an organization, you need to just go on the escapefornurses.com and join, and then you can definitely get you a 10% discount. Escapefornurses.com, and you could get yourself a 10% discount off the total tuition, because then it comes out to be really, really low. Okay, you save you, I don't know what, 1,000 something.
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, over 1,000.
Yeah, she has some other question. What is the fastest? Let me see. What is the fastest? What about schools that just give pass and fail grades? I don't know which school is giving pass and fail grades.
We do letter grades. A, B, C. A, you can get an A, a B, a C, or you can get less than that. You can fail. So we don't do the pass fail grades.
Not no Aspen.
No.
Nope, that's clinical. Usually give pass and fail. No, you get, if you do an F work, you're gonna get an F grade. Yes, if you do an A work.
The one thing about our school is we give you the rubrics, and you'll know what you have to do to get what you need. It's all outlined. If you do this, these, all you answer your questions properly, you relate the subject. It will tell you what constitutes an A, 95% and above, or whatever, and they'll tell you it's broken down. So we are very transparent in terms of the grading. It is rigor. It is a rigorous program. You're not getting an easy degree. I'll tell you, you have to do some work. You have to do some writing. You have to do some research. You have to dig back into, what did I do in nursing school, to write about your clinicals. You'll be doing some work. But once you come out of here, you're going to be confident that you know what you know, and you're going to be able to support your hospital and your patients and be a good advocate for your patients, because you'll be a strong candidate to be able to do your job. And that's what we want. We don't want nurses that don't know what they're doing, right? We want nurses that can stand up for us as patients. So
Maria,
figure. So
if you look on the screen,
you will go through like a traditional type of school in terms of how we'd grade for you. Yes.
Maria, if you look at the screen, I just logged into my student portal. This is my Dnp transcript. Look at her trying to look at my grade.
It's tiny.
Carrying me to stop it.
You go, girl. Look at you. You got that's awesome.
I'm gonna show you where I came from, okay?
Awesome.
So if you look, these are the classes that you go through for the program. These are your first set of classes that you gotta go through before you jump into the policy, the 6 project classes. This is your research right here. So if you notice, I'm a straight A student, but on this class,
how do you feel, Dr. Pamela, when it was a lot of work, but you welcomed the work because it forced you to study, it forced you to learn, it forced you to go out there and see what's going on in the industry and bring those trends back and stay on top of what's going on. And isn't that what education is all about, so that we could continue to learn and we could be in a position to help others?
Yes, and the thing about it is, I didn't just get straight A's. So I'm going to show you something. This was my master's, okay? To show you how I improved over the time that I was at Aspen. I start out right here, okay, in my master's. I start out at a B. Then it go to an A minus. On some class, I had to repeat.
Wow.
So trust me, it's not because they just give you the grade.
Oh, no.
Okay, I just wanted you to know this. Then, if you notice, my GPA was still a 3.72 in my master's.
Wow.
That carried over. And in my doctorate, I was a straight A.
Because you develop your muscle of learning and writing and studying properly. You develop better habits. You knew when you needed to do your homework. Like you said earlier, you said, I know something was due on Thursday. I didn't want to wait until Thursday to start writing it. I started writing it Tuesday. You know what was due on Monday. You didn't wait until Sunday night to write that. You started writing that a little bit every day. So that you build up, some discipline. You put yourself into some good habits. You will be an A student. It's all about the discipline.
Exactly.
And we do have the tools available. We have the research available. We have the professors there to help you, and we have the librarians there to help you with what you need. So yeah, if you are willing and you're diligent and you're hardworking, you will get it done. But it's on you.
Yes, and I hope that you get in.
Maria,
for all the people, Maria and the other ones, I couldn't see their name. I hope you tell me in 2 weeks that you're in. And I hope you get your 10%. Just by watching this show, she should be giving you 10%. but I need y'all to join Escape for Nurses, because we're going to help you guys to not become burnout, because even nursing programs can make somebody burn out. So
work itself, nursing as a
nursing,
you have to take that time to
yes.
To take a break. Yes.
Yeah, which is what my doctorate topic was on, by the way. So I've been I'm a real advocate for that. So check out escapefornurses.com. And if you guys ever need me, you can always feel free to chime in on my messenger. I am a free person where I'll say, hey, here's my number. Call me if you need to chat. I don't have to know you. As long as you're not wasting my time, I'll make the time for you. If I don't pick up my phone, it's because I'm busy. Okay. Anyway, Maria, Karen, stayed with us this whole time. We didn't even expect to take this long, but because we have an interactive group and we have people, see, I didn't click in on, let's see if I could see. I don't know how you see the comments on the other places, but I'm looking at just my main page right now. So there may be other comments that I'm not even knowing if people are commenting. But if I didn't get to you guys, I am so sorry, because I only can see some comments. Maria is saying thanks so much. The info is definitely helpful for her. And I really hope, oh, there is somebody else commenting. Let's see what she said, because I can't. Okay, so the person who I couldn't see the name, she said, okay, she just get hi. So I need you guys to make sure you get into school the next 2 weeks. Don't wait. 2 weeks. Just start the one class at a time. Once you get used to the first class, and decide if you want to do 2 classes. One class still gonna take you. If you do one class back to back, I think by maybe maximum 14 months, you got your BSN. I think maximum 14 months, you got your BSN. If you do one class at a time. If you do 2 classes at a time, you probably done
in about 12.
No, less. Because there's only about what, 8 classes or something like that, 10 classes?
10 classes.
Yeah.
And you can actually finish it probably in 10 months, 10 to 12, 11 months. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More power to you. I ain't doing that, but
it's doable. It's doable.
Yeah, I know people who have. They could write. They love to read and research. Not me. But let's end this, because it's been on for so long. I'm getting hot under these lights. I really appreciate you, Karen.
Thank you. I appreciate you having bringing me on to join your platform.
And we got to talk later.
Yes, anytime we want to do this some more, bring something specific, we can definitely talk about different things. Anything to do with school, continuing education and learning, we are here for you.
Yes. All right, guys, there's still a bunch of people on.
This is wonderful.
You guys don't want to get off of this thing?
Well, please reach out to me by email. I look forward to receiving your emails. I look forward to answering any questions, anything specific. Just reach out to me. We'll help you with those as well.
Any more questions before I run? I'm just looking at your post. Make sure before we end this thing, because I'm like my cursor is right over the end broadcast. All right, guys. Thank you. Let me in.
Okay, bye, guys.